Happy Sunday everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about indecision. This is often referred to as chronic overthinking or analysis paralysis. Is indecision something that creeps up in your life? It troubles a lot of us, and I'm sharing my top tips for overcoming hesitation, making confident decisions, and trusting your own judgment. Decisions can be overwhelming. Should I start my business? Should I try online dating? Should I go for a promotion? Should I move to a new city? Should I go back to school? Sometimes just the sheer magnitude of a decision puts us off from doing anything at all. This can go on for some time and it's totally paralyzing. Here is what you need to know. Inaction is action. When you spend days, months, years thinking about whether or not you want to do something, you waste precious time actually doing it. When you're afraid of making a wrong decision, you get stuck, which stops you from making any decision at all. In my moments of indecision, I like to reread what Wayne Dyer said about it. He said, practice trusting your intuition or that feeling inside yourself. An intuitive inner feeling is a thought. It's divine. It's you and you are it. Trust it. It's your basic human alert system working. If you're afraid of it or you want to hear from someone else first, then you're inhibiting that system from functioning and you're teaching yourself to ignore it. Before long, out of disuse and mistrust, that early alert system of thought or intuition will stop working and you'll be responding to life according to the wishes and demands of others. Don't get me wrong, it's important to make considered and well thought out decisions, especially when they're important. But let's not confuse fear of failure and chronic overthinking with decision making. With some guidance laid out here, and by listening to your own intuition, you can make the right choices in your life and feel confident, empowered, and in control of doing so. Here are my top tips to making the right decision for you. Stop asking other people. Trust that inner voice and your intuition, and trust that you're whole and you have the answers. Sleep on it. There's rarely a real rush to make a big decision, and taking 24 hours to make it is always a good idea. A fresh and relaxed mind in the morning is at its most clear. Take some quiet time. Whether you meditate or think best while running or simply tune into your center while you're sitting on your couch with tea, be still and take an hour or two to connect with your inner wisdom because it surfaces when we allow it to. Consider both clear outcomes of the decision in mind. Write them down. Imagine all of a sudden that one of the two outcomes was taken off the table. Literally scratch it out of the paper. Do you feel disappointed or relieved with what remains? If it feels good, here's your answer. Create a personal deadline to making it happen. There is no negotiating on this one. Use the momentum you've just made to make the decision to take the next small step. And do it immediately because momentum creates more momentum. So use the energy created by making the decision to take action. For example, you might say, by Friday at 5 p.m., I'll buy my business URL and speak to my bank about a business loan. To free yourself from paralysis analysis, here's something to keep in mind. Don't be afraid of taking the wrong action. Instead, stay focused on simply taking action. End of story. I love what Theodore Roosevelt said. He said, in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to get clear on what you want. Then start to walk in that direction. Take one small step. What tips do you have to share? I love learning from you. Please share with me a comment in the box below and I look forward to continuing the conversation there.